With that, we move to, pursuant to notice, I now call up H.R. 1886, the Pakistan Enduring Assistance and Cooperation Act. And without objection, the amendment and the nature of a substitute before the members will be considered as base text for purposes of amendment, will be considered as read, and will be open for amendment at any point. And I recognize myself for up to 5 minutes to explain the amendment and the nature of a substitute. The United States has an enormous stake in the security and stability of Pakistan. All of us are deeply concerned about the security and stability of that country. We cannot allow al-Qaeda or any other terrorist group that threatens our national security to operate with impunity in the tribal regions of Pakistan. Nor can we permit the Pakistani state and its nuclear arsenal to be taken over by the Taliban. To help prevent this nightmare scenario, we need to forge a true strategic partnership with Pakistan, strengthen Pakistan's democratic government, and do what we can to make Pakistan a force for stability in a volatile region. 1886 is designed to help achieve these goals. This legislation would massively expand economic, social, and democracy assistance to Pakistan and provide a significant increase in military assistance. Specifically, the bill provides funding to strengthen the capacity of Pakistan's democratic institutions, including its parliament, judicial system, and law enforcement agency. It also calls for increased assistance for Pakistan's public education system, with an emphasis on access for women and girls. To demonstrate America's long-term commitment to the stability and democratic future of Pakistan, H.R. 1886 authorizes a permanent fund in the U.S. Treasury that will serve as the conduit for most non-military assistance to Pakistan. With regard to military assistance, our legislation increases funding for professional military education with an emphasis on training in counterinsurgency and in civil military relations. It boosts the funding available for Pakistan to purchase military equipment and requires that 75% of those funds be used for items directly related to counterinsurgency and counterterrorism. The legislation also codifies the 2006 contract between the United States and Pakistan that requires Pakistan to pay for F-16 fighter aircraft with its own national funds rather than American tax dollars. To strengthen civilian control of the military, H.R. 1886 mandates that all military assistance flow through Pakistan's elected civilian government. The legislation authorizes a new Pakistan Counterinsurgency Capabilities Fund, we like to call it PCCF, in the State Department. This provision lays down an important marker that providing security assistance to other countries is a matter of foreign policy and should remain a core responsibility of the Secretary of State. Finally, the legislation includes some important accountability provisions to ensure that security assistance to Pakistan is being spent in a manner consistent with U.S. national security interests. It requires an annual presidential determination that Pakistan is cooperating with the U.S. on non-proliferation, is meeting its commitment to combat terrorist groups, and has made progress towards that end. Contrary to what some have said, these are not rigid or inflexible conditions. To ensure that the President has sufficient flexibility, we provide a waiver if he is unable to make the determinations. I believe this is an excellent bill that will strengthen the critical U.S.-Pakistan relationship and support U.S. national security objectives in South Asia, and I urge all my colleagues to support the legislation